Yeah.
Hello, Keisha. Um,
Hi. It's been a long time, America and the world. We apologize.
yeah, and I was so psyched to come home and I hadn't been able to catch hospital all week.
Yeah.
So I got a six-pack of Guinness
Sure.
yesterday afternoon, settled in. My
Uh-huh.
husband's terribly excited that I was going
Yeah.
to take over the TV, and we watched I think I did like three and a half yesterday,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
then got caught up the rest today. And
Uh-huh.
it's
Uh-huh.
like you're at a movie, a General Hospital movie.
Yeah, you get immersed, don't you, in the world?
Yeah, you feel like you live in Port Charles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell
Yeah.
you what went on. It feels like it's all a blur.
It
But
I know. Oh geez. Oh geez.
oh,
There's
oh,
just a
oh,
truck.
trouble.
Sorry, a truck just went by.
Oh my
I
God,
don't know
the
why. I don't know
nerve,
why.
the
Yeah.
nerve at this
Um
hour.
I'm sorry, everybody. Yeah, I thought it might be a blur for both of us, so I made like a list. I watched. I can't.
Excellent. Okay, a list.
Yeah,
I love a list.
yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna. This goes back. I rewatched. Let's see. I didn't watch last Mondays today, but I watched Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then today.
You rewatched all those?
Well, I don't think I'd watched all of them in real
Mm.
time, but yeah, it was all a blur already. So I thought one of us should try to,
We're both really dedicated. We don't really have that much to say, but I think our dedication is impressive,
like
you
do you
know.
think we get like a grade for, well, it's not, I don't even know if I'd call it effort. it's, it's
It's
something.
it's something, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe not effort, maybe just misguidedness,
Maybe.
and weird career goals or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
the first word I have on my list here.
Can I try and guess it?
Yeah. Okay.
Moss trough.
You just wanted to say that, and somehow you made that sound filthy.
Moss trough. It's
Oh,
really two
stop it.
two words, I'm sorry. Was that not the first thing on your list?
No, no. Actually, mostly it's names, but this isn't a name. This is a
Okay.
word, and I looked up this word,
Mm.
cataphiles.
God, was that mentioned? Was
It
the
was it was
sexy
what
French woman?
yeah, Valentin and Anna kept calling that Renee or whatever her name was. She's a cataphile. She'll
And
show up.
and is it a real term? It's an actual term?
It is,
Oh
and
my God.
it seems like it shouldn't be. But
Renee.
some
Renee.
sort of urban catacomb explorer. So it was pretty, and in Paris.
Can you back up and tell me exactly what a catacomb is?
Oh fuck. No, I can't.
Fuck the language. Language. Because I
Uh,
don't think I really know. Is it a man-made or human-made
yeah, it must be,
structure?
right? It must be. You're gonna ask me
And
to look.
does it have to do with drainage in some way? I mean, what's the purpose of a catacomb?
I think we're getting way off topic, Gia, and we have a lot to cover. Do you think you could
This
do that in
topic
your,
is where
maybe
I live.
could you ask your Google egg to tell you what a catacomb is sometime?
Can I do it right now?
All right. Okay. Sure.
Hey, Google, what's a catacomb?
According to Wikipedia, catacombs are man-made subterranean passageways for religious practice. Any
Oh,
There,
she went away. Well, totally. That's a shocker. Did you hear any of that?
was it for religious, did you
Yeah,
say?
yeah.
For religious what passage? What?
Purposes.
Purposes, huh?
Yeah,
That seems
I
weird.
wouldn't have known that. So that
I
was
don't
totally
really
worth
see the
it. I mean,
connection
if you've
between.
tuned in, you've learned something. Just
I don't know if everybody heard that.
you're welcome.
Could you
Uh,
repeat like just the part before she got cut
it is
off?
man-made,
Mhm.
subterranean passageways for religious purposes. And then she got
Mm.
cut off. She may have been about to say something more interesting.
Yeah,
Or not.
maybe.
Or
Or
not.
maybe
Yeah.
she wanted to say, "Would you stop asking me all these ridiculous questions?"
That's a good one. That's totally That's what she's all about. The
You're
Google.
gonna want to dig deeper into that, aren't you,
I
Gia?
probably will, but I'll do it on my own time.
Okay, thanks. Thank you.
Okay, so
Okay.
Cataphile, you want to talk about Renee a little bit? So
No.
Renee's dead, I guess.
I guess so. And this is where once again Anna and Valentin prove how silly and ineffectual they are. But
Yeah.
because later when we jump forward to where they're in this like safe house, which is quite lovely.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about that place a little bit.
Okay, we'll get there. But before we do, I just wanted to say, like, they're sort of wringing their hands, like we don't have enough evidence against Victor yet, and it's like, well, you probably could have put together some sort of a case for him kidnapping Lucy and holding her.
Yeah,
but they had to.
And their plan is just a vague, like what is their plan? They have no
and
plan.
Also to like blow a water main, just like assuming they're gonna get out and the bad people won't.
Yeah, because they're so thrilled at their story.
Just like, come on, Felicia never would have greenlighted that plan.
Yeah, Felicia still shines as the one
She
who comes through on the whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah. She she was kind of funny.
But I'm guessing, like, do we think Mac doesn't know anything about any of this?
He's probably just home worried about Cody. Yeah,
probably.
That's his new
when Cody said he thought he should hit the hay, did you, like me, think, oh, that's good, he should sleep on a bed of hay?
No, that one passed me by. It shouldn't have, but
yeah,
I may have had my snout too deep in the Guinness at that point.
As did he.
Yeah.
Although, what is he, like, a domestic beer?
He would just lunch just beer. He's like, he's not gonna. Well, Guinness is pretty tame by today's standards of all the crazy beers, but
okay.
So that sort of safe house, hideaway house they were in, you like that?
It looked like a nice place. I don't know whose place it was, but I guess
I was a little intrigued by the sort of diagram prints on the wall that were like snow boots or something, or did you see
maybe
those?
they're in Pawtuck.
Maybe. But I feel like this is a detail that gives it away as a soap. Like they've hired the same plantophile to do all the sets. And so there's a repetition, like we have a moss trough. And we have another one of those like bowls of spider plants in the background. And it's like, okay, that's gonna happen, in real life.
People would have different plants.
Yeah, or a different way of displaying them or something.
So it must have been difficult for you to keep watching, huh?
Well, my focus was probably not what it was supposed to be on. I was also distracted by the stitching on Valentin's jeans.
Okay.
Like his jeans look like he just bought them or something at
Maybe he had.
JCPenney, and I don't know.
Maybe he had.
There's like a dude that doesn't normally wear jeans. That like, these are my jeans. Like, you know what I mean?
This is my casual Friday outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, casual Friday. I always hated that. Like the work thing. Like, did you ever have a workplace where like you had to pay to dress down for the dress down Fridays? And I was like,
if work doesn't suck enough.
Like, it's suck enough. I got to pay you to wear jeans, one day a week or whatever it was.
Awful.
And they'd
the things we do to make life miserable,
I know. And then also there was like the what they call them, Feisty Fridays. And you'd be assigned like a Friday to bring in unhealthy breakfast foods. Did you ever have to do that?
No, I think a lot of these are sort of related to your career at the school.
Yeah, I think it was. And I got in with a crew that we just bring in like boxed whatever, but there were these people that would go like try to outdo each other with quiches and hot trays, or and it was like, oh my God,
idiots.
You're lucky if you get a donut hole out of me.
Yeah. Yeah,
Anyway,
that's fine.
we have a lot to talk about. I wish you'd stop
All right,
with these sidebars.
let's go back to Joss and
You've got your
Cam.
list.
Joss and
Oh,
Cam.
yeah.
Thoughts on Joss and Cam.
Thoughts and prayers go to Joss and
I'm
Cam.
gonna say this. I kind of, there was something, I don't know what it was about. I don't know if it was what Joss was saying or how she was saying it, but just it didn't seem like it fit the occasion. And
Well, she
I
said at one point, "I didn't have time to break up with you," and I thought that was a
yeah, it's
little
like
like, that's kind of weird and mean, or
yeah, like
I
she
couldn't
thought
fit it into my
somehow
schedule.
if she had broken his heart sooner, it would have been better for him. I don't know.
Well, it was just that sort of, artificial drama of when did
Yeah.
you sleep with Jax,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
And I feel like both she and Carly are living in this world where they're somehow justifying their actions.
Yeah. Well, that's why they're so tight.
I know, and they did have a pretty nice,
They had a
tight
nice tight
conversation there.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So very supportive of each other, it's nice.
Yeah, because yeah, I think they they know what they're sort of capable of and stuff like that, and they can have each other's backs.
I guess, yeah, but it's still nice, right?
It is nice,
You
yeah,
like
but
it?
I came away feeling way more on Team Cam than I did on Team Joss.
I didn't it didn't turn me against her or anything, but,
Well, I was
uh
thinking, Carly, at one point she said, and I thought in a way this was a bit manufactured when she said like that her life was divided into two parts, the part before Jason and the part after. And I thought, well, I don't know. But then in Joss's case, I kind of feel like that is going to be true if she decides to like stick with Dex.
with Dex, yeah. What
Because
struck
at
me
her age and being in college,
yeah, yeah,
she's taken herself out of like a lot of experiences, I
right,
think.
yeah,
You
and
know.
the draw of that at that age, would be irresistible, I think, because you're gonna be
Mm.
like, "Oh, I can go to this, sock hop social, or I can go." I know that's not the right time period, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I can go
Uh-huh.
I can go have dirty sex with my mobster boyfriend or whatever,
Yeah, who might be
Yeah,
killed
yeah,
by my ex
yeah, all
father,
that heightened drama
stepfather.
and everything at that
Yeah,
age would seem so glamorous, I think.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. The intensity of everything.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Um, what struck me about Carly's statement about her life before and after Jason was that I was thinking like, wow, it's not even before and after Sunny. Like Sunny doesn't even figure
Yeah,
in. It's really
yeah.
goes back to Jason. And I thought,
Uh-huh,
that's really true about her life.
uh-huh.
And ultimately I feel like, you felt like you were supposed to be so broken up about she and Sunny no
Yeah.
longer being together, but
Mhm.
it's really been relatively easy for us to get over it.
It has been,
And
it
it seems
has
like it's
been.
been pretty easy for her to get over it.
In a way, I think it has, yeah, yeah.
Whereas she and Jason, it wasn't
Mhm.
and wouldn't be.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that was
'Cause
kind of the true relationship, I guess.
he definitely stuck by her and
Yeah.
let her be Carly.
Yeah. And
Now she's got douchebag.
now we got douchebag.
I mean, you just have to call him that, right? Even though I know you don't like that word,
Oh,
but
I'm coming
that's
around on it, but
that's what he is.
yeah, it's hard to take. Their big night of love.
I didn't enjoy that at all. I preferred Lucy and Martin, you know?
Well, of course. I mean, who wouldn't prefer?
'Cause they're a delight, and
They're
they seem like
funny. Yeah.
they're yeah, they're genuinely enjoying each other, even though he's, like, sort of professorial, he's not trying to, like, mansplain everything to Lucy, I don't think.
Yeah. Professorial. Yeah. To me, he's just like a Tennessee Williams sort of wannabe character.
Like he
You know?
wandered out of his little community theater group
Yeah.
and onto a
Exactly.
soap
And
opera.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, But
He's
yeah,
looking good though. I've come around to him as a character,
the first time I saw him, I don't know, something threw me. Like it almost looked like he was wearing fake hair or something.
Yeah,
But I don't know now that I was having trouble, and this is just small and petty of me and has nothing to do with anybody's acting skills, but Drew's nipple was very distracting.
It was like it was the elephant in the room. Well, it was because I don't know if you could see, because I was like, what the fuck? Why are they zooming in on this nipple when it's like an inch long? But it's
Was it just me?
no. There
Is
was,
there
but
like
it
there
was
an Instagram account for it or something?
it was it was a mole that was above the nipple that made it look like it was casting a long shadow.
He's a very
Yeah.
handsome man and should have no bearing on anything, but I couldn't. I was having
Oh, it was a
and it's
total deal breaker.
just due to my shallow nature, nothing to do with that
Well,
actor.
I don't. If you and I were both,
We're
so,
both shallow, so
yeah, I bet there was at
sturdy
least
kid.
one other person out there who was fixating on this weird nipple.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something I just couldn't. I couldn't focus, but
Yeah.
you don't know what you're gonna find under there when you haven't been with somebody, and then they like.
Yeah. Well, and her face was like right next to it. I was like, oh, poor Carly. I bet she's really regretting this now.
There
But
was another thing that I thought when Anna and Valentin were like they were talking and everybody else was still in the room, but they were talking intensely and they had their hands all wound together, and I was like,
uh-huh.
would anybody really do that? Would you really do that?
I don't
I know
know.
none of this is real. I understand that, but
You think at that age, but it was a weird atmosphere because like Lucy and Martin were like
yeah, had
rushing
gone off
upstairs,
like
it's like
speaking
everybody's
of being
making
in
out like
college,
it's
yeah,
yeah, exactly. Like
hang
where's
your
the
tie
keg?
on the door.
Yeah. Poor Felicia.
I know, yuck. That's no
Yuck.
fun to be around.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, well, that makes me feel mildly better, or maybe just should make me feel that you're just as shallow and
Yeah.
superficial as I am to notice these
I it
physical
it's
things.
that was really that filled the shot, Gia.
Oh God. Um, let's see, what else are we going to hell for? We saw a fair amount of Wiley.
Yeah.
You've said some
Yeah.
crappy stuff about Wiley, the poor
I
fellow.
have.
Yeah.
He still hasn't won me over, especially when he like jumps on his dying mother, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's their fault. They wouldn't tell him anything.
I know.
Kept poor thing in the dark.
Yeah. And when when Nina went back into the room to talk to Willow, like she finally thought she had an angle, she could
Yeah, that
work,
was weird. That was a
It
weird
was like
angle.
it was
Yeah.
like the same hunger, she's still
Oh,
in it
she's
to try to
so
like suck
yeah.
the life out of Willow,
Yeah, she's so I don't even know what
She's
the
like a
right
parasite
phrase is.
kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Carly said something about she has no self-control, and it's like exactly, and she's just
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
raw. She's a raw nerve. She's a raw
Mhm.
gaping
Mhm.
hole of need and
Yep.
want and
Yep.
greed and
And I was so
uh
glad that Willow didn't like, succumb and just like in her
yeah,
weak
once again
state,
Willow's like gotta be the adult in the room because
Yeah, and
yeah,
sees, she's like, "Yeah,
yeah.
I can't bare
I
my
can't
soul
do
to
that right
you
now. Yeah.
because you're
Yeah.
you're still awful."
And it's still like it's like Willow's the one who's dying there and going through
Yeah.
all this, and it's still
Mhm.
Nina's still all about Nina. What can I
Yeah,
get?
somehow making
How
her
yeah.
feel better.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Oy.
boy.
Yeah.
I did like that, just reminded me though, we had a nice scene with Ava and Nina,
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
where Nina
Mhm.
was boiling over or whatever,
Mhm. Yeah.
exploding all over the place.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
kinda thought, like, she was acting like there was nothing she could do, and of course, at this point, I suppose this, like, stem cell thing will help Willow, but it seems like with having a magazine, perhaps she could have put the word down on the website at least, looking for.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that. Oh, speaking of
So.
the stem cell thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how realistic is it that your doctor would not reveal to you until the very last possible moment
I know.
that there's another
Oh,
treatment that is in fact actually
I
probably a
know.
stronger one, doesn't
Yeah.
need as many markers, to match,
Right.
and
Right. Yeah.
so
I
number
know.
1, how realistic is that? And number 2, she's a nursing student.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your point, Gia?
Also, even if you weren't a nursing student,
When you read up
you
or
could
ask your Google egg?
ask your Google something,
It's
like, it was
it's
a
just
shock to
waiting.
everybody, like, "Oh my gosh, we've got this Hail Mary
Yeah.
pass here with this
Yeah.
treatment," like,
And she's
it
gonna be all right. They're acting like it's a sure thing.
yeah, it's a good thing Terry just happened to remember that treatment.
Yeah. It is a good thing too. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Oh
That's
boy, I know. So they're as good at medicine as Anna and Valentin are at spy
right,
games, I
being
guess.
doing the
Yeah.
spying thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Our other
Yeah.
big storyline with this was just more today,
Mm-hmm.
um, was the Aunt Stella comes to town
Uh-huh.
again, stir up
Yeah.
shit,
Oh yeah.
and the
Yeah.
clarinet, solo clarinet
I
performance.
like how that came up like dun dun dun. Like it was so significant. My God. What are they
Will
gonna do
you
about
play at the
music?
wedding?
You know? I'm glad they've got they're keeping things in perspective.
I know that
I
Kenny
mean,
G does
Brit
not.
Brit has just died,
Yeah, but yeah.
but the main thing is they got to get some music.
I
And
I hope that I know it's not clarinet, but I'm hoping that they have like Kenny G or somebody fill in. You know,
yeah,
uh,
that would be great.
or I don't know,
I
but
would say, how about some Chuck Mangione? I would enjoy that
that
a
would
little.
be yeah. I think my dad had that album. Um, but anyway, yeah. So the whole Trina, Curtis, Taggart,
Mhm.
Aunt Stella,
And once again,
Marshall.
it got
Um,
so convoluted. I couldn't diagram this
yeah,
gene, to
yeah.
say like when Stella's thinking about Trina's
Yes,
test,
Stella's yeah,
uh,
so Stella's putting it all together
it's like
somehow.
what?
I know.
That's too much for our
And
little
and
brains.
and yeah, my brain right now, even in real time, is going, "Wait, we're gonna find out simultaneously something about Marshall's genetics
Uh-huh.
that has nothing to do with Taggart not being Trina's father." Like, so
Uh-huh.
we've got Marshall not being Curtis's father as a potential reveal, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
We've also got Marshall not being schizophrenic as a possible
Right.
reveal,
Right.
which I don't
Uh-huh.
know. I mean, that seems like a separate
Yes.
issue.
Mhm.
And then we've got Curtis being Trina's father as opposed to Taggart. But these
Right.
are like, is this all going to be rolled into one thing?
We've got one more thing.
Why did I forget?
Marshall can't play clarinet until he gets the results of this testing back.
And like, which is it? If he's not schizophrenic, then suddenly he won't have anxiety.
Right, he'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
He'll do the solo to end
What
all
song do you think he's
solos.
going to play? What clarinet song is good for a wedding?
I
Like,
don't know. I don't know, Gia. Doesn't
is there
seem like
some classic clarinet song that I'm forgetting that,
I can't think of one.
like, what's that song? The wedding song. There's now to be among us. That, Peter, Paul, and Mary, or you know what I'm talking
Uh-huh.
about? Like,
No.
maybe you could do that on the clarinet. That would be just kind of one note.
Maybe. But
Mm.
yeah. I don't know, but it's that
But
whole
do
thing.
you see what I'm saying? Like, it seems like two separate things, but they seem to be tying it
At
all onto
least,
one.
yeah, at least.
Yeah.
I don't, and yeah, it's like how much of this is like Portia's lie? That really the
What it all comes down. It seemed to me we were getting a strong hint that Portia thought initial tests they got back showed that Marshall is not actually Curtis's father.
uh-huh.
It
Yeah.
seemed like she was trying to kind of cover that.
Uh-huh.
But then
Uh-huh.
now she's obsessed with Marshall not being schizophrenic.
Right.
But why would she care
Yeah, what does she want to
if,
know now?
yeah, I don't know. I've gotten myself turned around now.
Yeah,
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
it's baffling and it's just stupid. Just doesn't even show up at his club anymore.
I know. Mika's running it.
Yeah, and Selena walking all
Yeah.
over the place. What'd you think about
I
well, that
like
was
her. I
also
like her
very
dress.
sure, but it
Yeah.
was like that Cody couldn't have put together the Gladys
The
thing
Gladys. Yeah. I don't know.
until that moment.
How many Gladyses do you know in one town?
Yeah,
Just a lot.
I don't know. That was like he was just being willfully stupid.
I don't think he has to try. I don't think he has to put a lot of will into it.
Point taken. Yeah.
So is
Okay.
tomorrow going to all be just a heart-wrenching goodbye to Brit kind of thing?
Oh gosh, I don't know. There's going to be that and the baby being born,
The
right?
baby, yeah. I think you
Oof.
and I should get our nails done this summer when we get
I did.
together.
Did you? I've been reading
I
like
want to
it
put my
keeps.
hands in one of those weird little things.
Well, has your feed been coming up with stories about how those things like have some sort of like dangerous effect on your DNA or something?
No.
Those little nail
I get some
dryers.
stuff about Keurig having a lot of bacteria, but
Okay. I don't know why, of all people, I would get the nail thing. I have no fingernails, but anyway, those aren't supposed to be good for you, so we don't want to get that
really?
sort of a manicure.
Isn't it
Yeah.
just like a heater? Like a heating thing?
Yeah,
You
I
mean the
guess that's
little
probably
dryer thing or the nail
yeah,
polish?
the dryer
Oh,
things, yeah.
what about the big ones you used to put on your head in the old school, like,
I don't
you
know.
know,
I don't know. Maybe they must have some certain kind of light or something
get your
in those
hair
little
did?
things.
Oh, yeah?
Mm,
Huh.
I don't know,
Well,
but
I think at our age, like, whatever, it's gonna whittle
yeah,
off
who
like
cares?
10 minutes or something, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that's
Uh,
true. That's true.
I'm ready to
It's
go.
it's always a pleasure to see Maxie though. She's like she
Yeah,
always sounds so real, you
she
know?
sounds real, and I liked how she wouldn't let her touch her nails yet, you know, even though
Yeah.
they were having, like,
Yeah.
a moment. I also felt
Mhm.
like I would like Sasha to be my friend, you know?
Yeah,
Like, she'd be a
yeah.
good girlfriend to have.
She is, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
I
You
don't think
feel
she's
like
shallow like you.
I was gonna say, you don't think of me as sort of Sasha like I could
Sasha?
maybe I could maybe
What?
fix a motorcycle
Yeah,
if
I believe
Sonny
that.
was
Yeah.
helping me.
Um, Sasha reminds me, or have I already said this, of the Hemingway family? I think I already
Oh,
said
yeah,
it.
yeah, you did. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
She's so
Uh-huh.
pretty. She's really
She's very
pretty.
lovely. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But I like that little scene with them, and I like that
Uh-huh.
place.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
spend a lot of time in salons, but that one's sort of
I don't either. I'm not
cutesy,
sure.
kitschy looking. Yeah,
Mhm.
when was the last time you paid somebody to cut your hair?
Oh, you would know. I think you
You
would have
have to
been there.
really was it me? I
No.
didn't cut your hair.
I
Really? It
guess
was, like, way back in
no,
the
no,
'90s.
it wasn't quite that long ago. I went someplace with my mom because she just didn't wanna get her hair cut, so I thought if I made an appointment with her, maybe that would work, but it didn't. It backfired.
You had to take her out or
Well, she just didn't wanna get hers done, so I had to, like, get mine done for no good
twice
reason.
you had to go take both appointments?
No, they really sucked though. They weren't sympathetic at all of the situation. They made me like wait for the next appointment, you know?
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty
Yeah, that's
shitty.
not nice. Mm.
But poor Barb, she didn't want to be there. Shouldn't have done that.
It's tricky. Hard to know.
Yeah, yeah. Um, let's
Yeah.
see.
Anyway, I would go to that salon. It was cute.
Yeah,
Great
I would
thing.
too. Yeah. Oh, another kind of good scene, I thought, sort of, I guess, was with Elizabeth and Laura.
Oh
Another
yeah, yeah,
another
yeah.
one where like Laura's just so nice being Laura,
Oh
you
right,
know.
and I forgot the whole like Tasha Yar stuff,
Yeah, yeah,
and what
she
the
came
hell's
back.
Nicholas up to now?
Now
Jesus.
that seemed like another ridiculous thing, like him
Yeah,
thinking he can like plot with
yeah,
Elizabeth, you know? I
yeah.
mean, all we learned there really was that Elizabeth had apparently told him everything that
Right,
happened
right.
with her
Because you were
parents.
concerned about that because they cut away. But yeah,
Yeah.
who knows it all? Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And
But
I gather that we're not going to have that Nicholas much longer, right?
right, right. I think the
So
clock
that'll
is
be take
ticking.
some adjusting.
It will,
And
Gia.
we
It
did. Oh, we
will.
had some Esme and Heather stuff. That Heather, she is a
Yeah.
she is a peach. I enjoy the heck out of her.
Yeah,
Good.
she's doing a good job, yeah.
Yeah, I
She's
think
really
if
sinking her teeth into that role
I know
there.
she probably won't be on there forever or much longer, but she should win a Demi for that.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that happening. Yeah.
Man, oh man, she takes
Mhm.
it to the next level.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, you like to see them when they really like just throw themselves into
They
their role, you
bring it.
know?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sympathetic to her. I'm sympathetic to this, like, the hook, like, this
I know.
insane, like, her
Yeah.
maternal feelings. I'm like, "Oh, that's
Mhm.
really quite touching." Uh,
Yeah. Although her shiv doesn't look that convincing to me. I don't
no,
know.
no. It's
But
weird to say the word "shiv"
shiv,
also.
yeah. Yeah.
Sounds wrong coming out of you.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Felt weird saying
So,
it.
it was a big week, and seeing it all at once like that, I don't know if I'd wanna do that frequently, but it was
I know.
kinda
I
fun.
know. Lots of ground was covered,
Yeah,
certainly.
yeah, yeah.
And that there was some good I think like both Nicholas and Spencer, I think they really like developed and become really good in their roles,
In
you
there,
know?
yeah, yep.
Like Spencer talking to Trina, I thought that was good,
Spencer
you
talking
know?
to Trina and Spencer on the phone with a realtor, of you know,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
wine cellar,
Uh-huh.
but that's not a break-even. It's so funny.
I know. I
Yeah.
know. I
Yep,
thought
he's
I thought Trina would protest more when he talked about taking the baby, you know?
yeah.
I was a little disappointed that she thought that was something to be proud of, like, you know.
Well, that's another young
I guess
person thing.
I
You're
guess,
gonna be
yeah,
like,
but it
"Wow, he's
seems like
so
it's so
mature."
clearly just another sort of, like, vengeful
Cockamamie
sort of
idea,
act,
yeah.
you know? Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
So, I don't
Well,
know.
it's good stuff. We got stuff happening. It's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, let's see. Looking at my list now.
Oh, yeah,
Uh
sorry, I took you quite away from your
No,
list.
that's okay. We've covered a lot of it. I was a little surprised that both Laura and Alexis were in on the plan
Oh,
to
yeah.
to pretend Valentin was
Well, they
dead.
did a good job because I wasn't sure till they
They
told
did a
us.
good job. Yeah. Yeah, they
Yeah.
did. Although it felt like, you know, they could I mean, if everybody has disappeared from town, you know, it seems like Victor's gonna start to
Yeah,
wonder.
get a little suspicious, like, they've
Yeah.
spirited away all these people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, could you please
Connected
be
to
cool for
Yeah,
crying out loud,
yeah.
you know? So, who
Well, I
knows?
just hope it comes to fruition soon because 'cause I'm tired of trying to think, like, "Now what the hell is Victor up to? I don't even know.
I
I
know, and
don't
then
know.
they
It's very
mention Holly
undefined."
again, and it's like, Holly
I
was off
know.
looking for
And the
Ethan,
Ice
I don't remember
Princess,
that,
I
you
know,
know?
right, I know.
Yeah,
It's very
so
blurry, and they count on us to just be like, "Oh, whatever."
yep, yep,
We
and
don't hold
that's
them to any sort of standard.
not
And
really,
how could
no.
we? What can we do? Nothing.
We're powerless.
They've got us right where they want us.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I wonder. I'm looking at my list now, and this isn't that interesting. But I'm wondering, like, if Stella sniffs out this whole like DNA thing,
Yeah.
she'll if she finds out that Portia's pulled a fast one over Curtis, she'd be the one to blow the lid off of that thing, right?
Yeah, but maybe, Jordan will say, "If you tell that, I'll tell on you throwing away the divorce papers or something." Like maybe Jordan will champion their marriage and make
Oh,
her. I don't know why I'm saying that. Just whatever.
just to play
Just
devil's advocate a little
convoluted.
bit.
Yeah,
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 yeah, just to make it screwier than it is.
yeah. Make it
Mhm.
more stupid.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I was thinking also, like, Michael and Willow, when they have scenes together, do you feel anything during those scenes? Am I dead inside? I mean, I know I am.
Yeah, I guess I don't doubt them as a couple. I mean,
Yeah, I
they're
feel
probably
like
not feeling really sexy with each other right now. Is that you just
is that what
you need to see his nipple or something?
there's, like, no nipples. Yeah, what are they doing? No, I don't
Not
know.
his, not hers. We're not
I
seeing any action. I don't
no,
believe they love each other.
I don't know. If they did, surely we'd see a nipple. Um, no, I don't know. It's just like, I mean, he said, like I've said this before, it seems like he's saying all the right things, and she cares about him, like she doesn't want him to worry about her and stuff, but it still just feels like, I don't know, just sort of like
It's
a
just
stock
weird.
kind of stock,
Yeah,
hospital bed
like the stock
scene.
photo that you get in the frame
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, there's it seems like something needs to make it more interesting. I
Well,
mean, the only thing that
I
makes
hadn't
it a little
questioned it, but
yeah, I the only thing I guess, and this is unpleasant, but, like, when Nina wanted to go in and Michael's like, "This isn't a good time," that's the only
yeah,
thing that makes it, like, seem
protective.
like that,
Yeah.
you know, something's going on.
I'll study them a little harder. I hadn't really given them that much thought.
Yeah,
Um,
well,
but frequently, honestly, to me, mostly the romantic relationships are the least interesting on these shows.
yeah, yeah.
You know?
Well, also, it seems like their lives, I mean, he doesn't seem to have to worry about work or anything, and he's just there,
Yeah,
which is nice,
they must have
but
a generous policy of sick days.
yeah,
Yeah,
probably. And Wiley's taken care of, so I don't know. I don't know.
I'll study them a little harder. I'll look for the cracks in their relationship and get back to you.
They don't have to have cracks in the relationship. I don't know. It's just like I don't know what they need to do to make it more interesting, but
Yeah, well, she
I
needs
don't
to
know.
stay alive. That would
Yeah, that would help, I guess.
starters for
Yeah,
starters.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and I don't, well, this is going in another direction, but like Cody acting like, he hasn't decided if he's going to go to Brit's thing and stuff. Like, wouldn't he? I mean,
You would
is he,
think, my
is he
gosh,
just being like a
yeah.
dude and thinking, he's doesn't need to or want to? I don't know. It's just, I don't,
Maybe he thinks because she, like, hated him at the end that he shouldn't go. I don't know.
maybe it's,
He just wants attention. He just wants
yeah,
Mac to
yeah,
love him.
that's right. Yeah, idiot. He
Mac
could have
looks
had,
skinny lately, I was thinking.
yeah, Mac,
Was he always
Mac.
that thin?
Well, I don't know, but he seems to carry like the weight of the world on his shoulders,
Yeah, yeah.
you know?
When he should be, like, starting to enjoy retirement.
Yeah, he's got this sassy wife, who's out there
Yep.
getting it done.
Smartest one on the show.
Yep, easily by a
Maybe,
mile.
I don't know, she and Laura are probably
Yeah. Yeah,
neck
if
and
they
neck.
if they joined forces, then yeah,
Yeah,
they'd
they could
sort
freeze
everything out.
the world.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She could be mayor. She could be mayor of
Yeah.
Port Charles, Felicia.
Next, yeah, they could keep it in the family like that, yep.
Mhm. Yeah. Did you wanna say anything about bar shampoo?
This is the first time that it has
I can't
not.
believe it.
I
I can't.
know, I know. And I have been thinking about it because I missed it. I was away for a week, and
Ah, yeah.
I thought, I don't really have a way to carry it easily,
Huh.
because what would I put it in? Something plastic, right?
Oh, well, you don't have to. It seems like it doesn't rub off on other stuff, does it?
What could I put it in?
I like to just throw it in with your clothes, right? If
Like
you're
straight?
packing.
Wouldn't it be rubbing off on the clothes? That'd be weird.
It's
That would
it's
make them
just
smell better, but
it's just like soap, right?
I know, but I wouldn't put a bare bar of soap in with my clothes.
You could.
Well, Remind me to not let you pack my stuff ever. When I carry
Okay.
soap, I would put it in like a little soap holder or back in the cardboard box or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting distracted.
Well, I was
By our
thinking that,
distraction.
well, but since this is a podcast about a soap opera, it
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
it
seems
does tie
fitting,
in.
right?
Yeah,
That
that's
we
true.
so I was thinking we could just like appoint that bar shampoo company as our sponsor.
Okay, if we can remember the name of it. Something
It's
chickadee.
chickadee, right? Something
Yeah,
chickadee.
something chickadee.
Yeah.
But I was I was missing it, so I was glad when I got home and washed my
Yeah.
hair again with it. It was
Yeah.
nice.
Okay. Yeah.
I tried to wash my hair in one of the cheap motels we stayed in, and I'm in the shower and I couldn't. It was like a little, like a ketchup packet of shampoo.
Really?
I couldn't rip the damn thing open, so I didn't wash my hair. I just got it wet. But I look
Oh,
great, I'm sure.
I bet. Yeah.
So yeah, and I was thinking, oh, I need to get on and look up the Kiss My Face and maybe put in an order for. You said they have a shampoo conditioning bar in
Yeah,
Rome.
that's what I've been using. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my
Mhm.
next step to try that
Mhm.
puppy.
Yeah. Well, and I bought some of your chickadee kind that I'm gonna try after I'm finished with my Kiss My
But
Face.
that doesn't have
The
the
conditioner,
conditioner.
right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Do you feel like it dries your hair out?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I didn't think so. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
When I was out of town, I was in a much colder temperature, and my hair was
Mhm.
like dry and straight as a stick,
Huh.
and therefore looked like 2 or 3 inches longer. It's weird.
Ooh, huh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about that, Gia.
I don't. Doesn't your hair get straight when it's cold and dry? No.
No, because it's surely been cold and dry here.
Hmm.
It's
Okay,
supposed to
Shirley.
get, like it's supposed to get very, very cold towards the end of the week at night. It's gonna be a real bummer.
I'm sorry. Well,
Oh, it's alright, Gia.
anyway, it is nice to be talking about bar shampoo again, and
Yeah, I feel like that's, like,
uh,
sort of what grounds us.
it'd be cool if they wanted to, like, if we could get a sponsorship or something. We could do like old school, like how in early TV
Mhm.
they would actually just stop and read the ads, like
Yeah, yeah,
I'd do
uh-huh.
that,
I would do that, sure. Yeah, maybe I'll reach out to them.
reach out, yeah.
Okay. Mhm,
Moving forward, we will be,
mhm.
like I'd like
Yeah.
to. That reach out is another good phrase.
What's
Could
the
you
other one
reach
you
out?
like? Circling back or something?
Circling back, moving forward. I like when people like, "Can you talk around that topic a little bit?" or something like that, or, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, they're like bullshit phrases that
Yeah, I was gonna say you should join the corporate world. You would
I think
enjoy
that's
it.
where these phrases have
Yeah, I think
trickled
you're
down
right.
from.
Definitely, definitely, yeah. Oh, god.
Oh, yeah, corporate
Yeah.
I'm so glad
Mm,
I'm out of that rat race.
yeah.
I think the closest I came to anything corporate was when we were working for Borders
Yep.
bookstore. We shut
That's
that
right.
place down, didn't we, huh?
I don't think you can trace that back to us.
It wasn't long after we both worked there.
Well, that's true.
I made a mean cup of coffee, though, so
I bet you
it
did,
it
yeah.
was probably in. I think the cafe was fine. I don't know what you were doing with the books. I just couldn't find the books. That was my problem. They're like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh, this book, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "Oh my god, lady, there's so many books in here. I don't think I can
Oh,
look up there and
dear.
all the titles start to kinda spin together." Like, I can't find
Oh,
anything in this
gee,
place."
gosh,
I
gosh.
know, it's terrible. I hated it. Anyway.
Oh,
Alright,
alrighty.
well, I think
Yeah.
we kinda sorta stayed on General Hospital mostly.
Yeah, like
Mm.
60% maybe
That's pretty
hospital.
good. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that an
Okay.
F?
It is an F, in fact, for those keeping score.
Anyway,
Also,
I'll try to stay current this rest of the week, and we'll have pithy things to say. We can talk about catacombs some maybe.
yeah, I'm sure we're gonna get a
Or
report
just
about
we just talk about
catacombs.
cats even. You know?
That's better. Yeah, yeah. Also, I would like to say we have a listener
Yeah.
from Jamaica now. Again, it's been a
Awesome.
while.
Could be
Yeah,
the same one back, or it could be a
could
new.
be, could be. It's been a while though, and we don't seem to have anybody from Russia tuning in lately. So
Well, did you
either
say some bad stuff about
about
Russia? I
Russia,
feel like you
it's
probably did.
possible. It's or yeah, I mean, Putin might have had something else come up that took
Putin
him
on the
away
Ritz.
from us. Yeah, but anywho,
It's
thank you for
exciting to see
listening.
these,
Yeah,
exotic locales.
yeah, that we would
Pretty
love to
cool.
go to sometime. The Bahamas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that'd be nice.
I don't know about Russia, but
Yeah, I don't think I need to go to Russia. Not as long as Putin's there.
yeah. Anyway, I hope he's not
Anywho,
listening. Anywho, thanks for anybody that is listening, even Putin,
yes.
if you're out there, but I bet you're not. I'm probably safe bet that
Putin,
you're
what are
not
you
listening.
doing, man? Yeah.
Yeah, sort yourself out, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, on that note, let's not get political.
Okay.
And we'll talk again in a few days. And thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for hanging in with us.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, Gia. Well,
Okay, bye, Keish. Have a
you have
lovely
a good night.
evening.
Okay, bye.
Bye.